All right, the court is calling 2022 CR 5306, State of Texas versus Mary Shepherd. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Ryan Groomer for the state of Texas.
for the defense? And are you Miss Shepherd?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so Miss Shepherd, it goes without saying you're not dressed appropriately for court.
I'm so sorry.
All right, that's okay. I always tell people everything is a learning process. If you know better, you can do better.
I kind of knew, but I kept a friend of my mom's last night, and I had court this morning, and I didn't have anything else to wear, and she was.
Okay. All right, so
she was all
you know-
time, but I apologize.
no problem. So next time, I always tell people I'm not expecting fancy dress. They don't have to be suit and ties unless.
But I figured I'd show
Yeah.
up. I better show up anyway. everybody.
No, that's good. Ms. Shepherd, I'm showing you what's entitled application for deferred adjudication or community supervision. Did you review it with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses to this offense?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Shepherd, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea bargain agreement? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes. ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen? Did you understand that the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication? If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes. I did.
According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a $1,500 fine probated. State recommends deferred adjudication. They will take in consideration 2022 CR 5672. There's to be no contact with Lola, Lola Lewis, and Otto, Hotto Harrison. Did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, just one thing, Judge, we're gonna ask the court. With the Lola, that's actually the sister, and we're gonna have to work with contact with her. Or there are sisters in the communication.
I have no reason to disbelieve what Mr. Cox is saying. We have not spoken to the sister recently to confirm that one way or another, but I did tell him I would let him ask you because it sounds like maybe they've reconciled since the thing happened.
Okay. And when was Lola born?
She was born in 59.
All right, she's probably named after Lola Falana.
Yes, she is actually.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, Ryan is too young. He's
Yeah.
he's like,
So much with that name is really.
all right. Is that the plea bargain agreement?
It
State?
is, Judge.
Next, and Brenda, you're too young for that as well, right? Oh, my goodness. Showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. State is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 2 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation and 100 hours community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offenses charged in the indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence.
Yes, Judge. State would offer state's exhibit number 1.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, the court will defer finding the guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing? Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
I want to say to approve the plea bargain.
All right, what is going on in your life, Miss Shepherd, that you're taking your sister's car? I mean, I read in the police report that your sister was sick at the time. She gave you permission to go to the grocery store to pick up groceries, probably soup and some Jell-O and popsicles for her, and she's sick. And then you come back and then you take a car again without her permission. And then she's calling you to bring her car back and you're like, I'm down the street, I'll be right back. And then you don't come back. What are you doing? What's up wrong with your life?
Well, she left out the fact that she sent me up there to pick my mom's ashes by myself. And I just.
No, don't. Here's the thing. Mm-mm.
I know it's wrong, but I just was upset.
No.
We were arguing. And I told her I was coming and then I was sitting down there and we kept arguing on the phone. And
Here's the thing.
I told
Your
her-
sister, wait, stop. Your sister is ill. The fact that she's not helping you with her mom's ashes,
No.
she's ill. And what I find is that some people cry when they've lost someone, But then when people take it over the top, you know the reason why they're taking it over top? Because they're guilty about something. Maybe they didn't do what they thought they should have done when the person was alive. Well, you know what? You got to get over it, because guess what? The person is no longer alive. And whatever you didn't say and you should have said, you can pray or whatever to whatever higher power you believe in, and hopefully it reaches your relative. But I guarantee you, the relative who passed is enjoying their afterlife, and you can't undo what you did do and what you didn't do. So, are there drug issues with you? If you say not no more. What does that mean? What? Taking what? When's the last time you used? All right. So why are you driving around with your mom's ashes and you on crack?
I took the ashes.
We'll do it real quick.
I took the ashes back to the house. And then I don't know. I was just sitting there reading the books and I just got mad. And then I didn't want to come back when I was being high. So I wanted to keep the car. So when I would come down, I was going to take our car back, which I did. I went back and, put gas in it. I was on my way back home. I just wanted to come down.
I've never known anyone who's in their addictions with crack cocaine or anything decide to take a car and then fill it up with gas and bring it back.
He was at the gas station. That's where they stopped me.
All right.
I know it was crazy, but that's what I did.
Are you employed?
No, man.
How are you supporting yourself?
Actually, I just came from ITP. I got an interview with.
So how you been taking care of yourself? That's my question.
I've been staying at ITP, and I've just been going and helping this Miss Hathaway and helping her at the house, and she can't do, and they're just staying there, and I couldn't pay for it.
What, are you a home health care provider?
Yes, ma'am.
Not anymore. I don't allow that. You're gonna have to get a job.
Yes, ma'am. I do. I have an interview with Dr. under the weather. Give me one second.
Okay, well, let me just tell you, I don't allow people who are on probation out of this court to be home health care providers. So you're not going to be doing that. The fact that you took your sister's ID and medication, no, you cannot be a home health care provider. So do you have any children?
They're grown.
All right. This is what the court is doing. 2 years deferred adjudication, $1,500 fine probated. Take in consideration 2022 CR 5672. There's to be no contact with Otto Harrison. All right, and Mr. Cox, have you spoken to Miss Lewis?
I have.
All right, so do we even know if she wants to have contact with her sister?
It's based on representation.
I'm going to do no contact. Sometimes, once you're on probation for about 3 months, then the court will reconsider. But I can't have people who are enablers for people. Like her sister never should have let her take the car in the first place, even though she was ill and she was just supposed to go to the grocery store. So there's going to be no contact with Otto Harrison and no contact with Lola. You know what I'll say? I'll say no in-person contact with Lola Lewis. You can call her on the phone, but you're not allowed to have face-to-face contact until further notice. So y'all can call on the phone and you can FaceTime her. You just can't contact her in person. There's going to be proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Field visits 2 times per month. I'm going to want a TAP evaluation. And if the TAP evaluation recommends inpatient treatment, we'll start off with outpatient treatment. And I'm going to want a referral to felony drug court. So if felony drug court accepts her, that's where you'll be for 2 years.
Okay.
100 hours of community service restitution, 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. The court is not requiring you to get COVID vaccination, but if you do, you'll receive 40 hours credit. There's to be regular reporting to probation by Zoom or in person, and regular UAs. Probation, is there anything else she needs?
If the staff eval says in person, in residential, said.
Intensive outpatient treatment.
Thank you.
but I want her referred to felony drug court first.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you know what? We'll do field visits 2 times per month until further notice. Is there anything else you need from the court? Does that cover it? Yep. And I'll recall the warrant.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm going to show you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it? All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. You got to do better.
I'm gonna do that.
You know, because your mom is no longer with you. The only family you have is,
Yeah.
you know, your sisters and everything. So here's the thing. With your sisters, y'all supposed to be sticking together, looking out for each other. All right. Okay, good luck to you. All right, court is calling 2022 CR 5306, State of Texas versus Mary Luella Shepherd. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Take votes for the state, Your Honor.
Defense.
Matters for the defendant.
And are you Miss Shepherd?
Yes, I am.
Going to show you what's entitled motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, I did.
Are you the same Mary Luella Shepherd who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 5306 for the offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle on August 30th, 2022 for a term of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 4 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, Mary Luella Shepherd, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of September, October, November, and December 2022 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Not true.
State.
Violated condition number 1 on or about the 14th day of October 2022.
I'm sorry, I don't have a supplemental.
Sorry, it's in the supplemental.
All right, did you review the document entitled supplemental motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, I do.
All right, you may proceed.
Violated condition number 1 on or about the 14th day of October 2022 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, Mary Luella Shepherd, committed the offense of theft, $100 to less than $750 in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
And Your Honor, we waive the other violations alleged in the motions.
Any objection? All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of conditions 4 and 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, I do.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violations 4 and 1?
Yes, I will.
Court will find 4 and 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor, we're asking that you deny the motion to be defendant on probation and extend probation for 1 year. We're asking that she can sign her conditions of probation in court today and follow the recommendations of the TAP evaluation, which are to provide proof of completion of the Haven for Hope's integrated treatment program and the outpatient treatment program with BCC SCD with monthly urinalysis and documented sober support meetings. And also the state is going to TIC County Court number 11, cause number CC 711696.
All right, is this, you're asking the court to follow this?
Yes, Your Honor.
Probation?
Sorry, Judge.
Yes.
Also, no contact with the HEB at 4100 South New Braunfels.
Probation?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Shepherd did not show for her initial intake for her original term of probation. So we would ask that we extend for the 1 year to take account of that and then follow all of the TAP recommendations.
All right. Does your client have any mental health issues?
I don't believe so, Judge.
So why should I not just revoke her? She didn't show up, she didn't do anything. She disappeared and all she did was pick up a new offense. So why shouldn't she be revoked? She can find her way to the HEB. I know she could have found her way to probation. So why should I give her another chance? She hasn't done anything except picked up a new case.
I believe she will follow the recommendations of probation at this point, Your Honor.
All right, the court is going to grant the motion, find you guilty. Does anyone want to speak to a sentence?
Judge, we had talked about if, she wasn't gonna do treatment, something on the shorter end, Judge, so, I'd leave it up to the court's discretion, but if she wasn't gonna seek treatment, we talked about, something, on the lower end of the scale, Judge.
I'll sentence her under 1244. And I'll sentence her to 200 days at the Bear County Jail. Is there anything else? And the court will take in consideration 711-696 and give you credit for any time served. Going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you have a limited right to appeal, and that right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you are on deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
I understand.
All right, we can go off the record. Ms. Shepherd, I want to let you know, I did listen to the recommendations from the state and the agreement that was made,
Yes, ma'am.
but you haven't done anything. You didn't report, you didn't do anything.
I understand.
All right. Okay, good luck to you, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.